My name is Lori Smith.
Okay.
And would you say spell it?
Yes, spell
Oh,
it.
Lori is Lorie, Smith is Smith.
Okay, and what's your role or title?
I am the executive director of the Community Breast Care Project, which is a local group who supports women with breast cancer.
Okay, so tell me what's going on right now.
Right now, we have a reveal of a calendar that was sponsored by Dr. Hopkins, a local oncologist, and all the photographs were taken of breast cancer patients by Nicole Manor, who owns Iris Photography. And so we are revealing the photographs of all of the women in the calendar today, and they're all here to see the calendar for the first time.
Okay, so I guess 12 different women are in.
12 different women are in the calendar, one on each month.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So how did this idea come about?
Actually, Nicole Manor walked into my office, and we had a conversation about her photography. I had never met her before, and we just kind of spent a few minutes together, and it just popped out of our heads. And she said she'd always wanted to do it, and I said, well, let's do it. And we knew January 1 was coming in, so we got to work. We knew the best place to find breast cancer patients was here at Dr. Hopkins' office, and so we called, and we had them lined up in a really short time. Everybody was real excited to be a part of it, and so it's ready to sell today. We're very excited.
Today's the first day you can buy it.
Today, you can buy it, $120 each.
All right, and all the proceeds go to breast cancer?
The Community Breast Care Project, right. And what we do is provide financial aid to women who have been diagnosed with breast cancer within the last 12 months. It helps them pay for gas, getting back and forth to their treatments. And we do other things too. We provide a notebook for them where they can take care of all of their paperwork while they're going through breast cancer. I actually got a book when I was diagnosed, and so it's a good resource for them, and I still use mine.
Okay, and you already kind of answered this, but what has been the response been from both the survivors and people in the community?
For the calendar, a good,
just for the
a
calendar.
great response. Yeah, it's very touching when you see each one of them provided a little verbiage on each page about what the experience meant to them, and so I cried when I looked at it. It's very touching.
There you go. And one last thing, how did this fit into your organization's goal, or I guess your ultimate goal?
Our goal is to provide women with financial aid, and so we do that by raising money, and this is a fundraiser for us, and we'd like to thank Dr. Hopkins for funding the project. So 100% we service a 6-county area, and so all of the money stays here local for women.
What's your name and spell that, please?
Dr. Tamara Hopkins, Tamara Hopkins, Hopkins.
Okay, and what's your title? Your title?
I'm an oncologist. Yeah,
So basically dealing with cancer patients.
right, absolutely.
So tell me, what's your role in this whole project?
Well, actually, I have quite a few breast cancer patients, and one of them asked me if we'd be able to sponsor a calendar for breast cancer patients and for the community breast project to raise money. And I thought it was a great idea. And we approached quite a few of our patients, and almost every one of them said yes and wanted to be in the calendar, and it's gorgeous.
Oh wow, so how'd the calendar turn out, do you think?
It's absolutely gorgeous. It's all black and white. The photographer did an amazing job. She made me look good. She made them all look fabulous. It was absolutely wonderful.
Oh wow, so you're in it too?
Well, yeah, at the very end,
Okay,
after
just kinda
everybody else.
Fit in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and how's your patients respond to this whole project?
Well, actually, every one of them is here today. That was in. Well, we're missing 2, but they had other obligations because it's Thanksgiving. But they actually loved the pictures and were great as far as coming in and doing it, because a lot of them were kind of hesitant to do so. Some of them without hair, some of them with during treatment and after treatment. So actually, it was a wonderful experience, I think.
So it's really just like just a bold thing. Not really bold. It is bold, but
It is
in
bold.
a good way.
It is a bowl,
In
yes.
a great way.
Yeah, it's hard to get out there and put yourself out there, number one, without hair, and thank you for all the women who did that. And to say I'm a breast cancer survivor. It's really hard to do.
Well, first of all, just give me your name and spell that.
Nicole Manner, Nicholemanner.
Okay, you're the photographer for this calendar.
Yes, my business is Iris Photography in Jefferson City.
Okay. So tell me, how'd you get involved? They already kind of said, but what's your end of it?
Well, I've always wanted to give back to the community. I think it's important as a local business owner to give back, and I wanted to give back to an organization where the money would stay local. And certain circumstances led me to Lori, and we just kind of were having a powwow about a different event, and this just kind of came about, and she said, when can you have it done? And I panicked for a moment, and then we got it done. I mean, these girls have been amazing. Just their ability to give of themselves and expose their most raw selves and let it be part of this calendar was the biggest gift. Without them, I couldn't have done it.
Okay. Now you do photography just like regularly for families and weddings and stuff like that. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is kind of different for you, right?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
a certain way.
This was a personal project that I turned into something that could do good for somebody else.
And how do you think it turned out?
I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it, and I hope it makes Lori and the Community Breast Care Project oodles and oodles of money.
Okay. And you expect to do anything else like this in the future?
Hopefully we get to do it every year, because unfortunately there's always going to be more faces.